Five bizarre things people believe in. Number 5. Rupology. The next time you're caught staring at someone's derriere, just tell them you're a rupologist giving a free psychic reading. If they don't believe you, refer them to the work of Jacqueline Stallone, Ulf Buck, Sam Amos, and others, all of whom insist that butts can offer insight into a person's future. Instead of inspecting hands, rump readers inspect the cracks, crevices, folds, and dimples of the booty. Although everyone's bum is unique, rumpologist Sam Amos explains that a round bottom suggests a person is open, happy, and optimistic, whereas a flat bottom can mean someone is vain, negative, and sad. Number 4. Flat Earth. While most of us grew up thinking that folks from the Middle Ages believed the world was flat, and feared that Christopher Columbus would sail off the edge of the map, today's historians have refuted this myth, and assure us that nearly everyone since about the 4th century BC considered the Earth to be round. That said, there were and still are a few flat earthers out there. Yes, despite Magellan's crew navigating the globe, the advent of aeronautics, and photos of a clearly globular Earth taken by spacecraft, members of the Flat Earth Society maintain that it's all a conspiracy. Number 3. Allege that they can heal people who are suffering from cancer and other potentially terminal diseases, merely through touch. Practitioners are everywhere, yet they are especially popular in Brazil and the Philippines. In Manila alone, there are several hundred active psychic surgeons. Critics say that psychic surgeons are merely using sleight of hand along with animal blood and organs, in order to trick onlookers. Illusionists like Chris Angel and Penn and Teller have even recreated the deception on their own shows, in an effort to debunk psychic surgeons. Number 2. Pyramid power. Some people claim that so-called pyramid power can preserve food, keep razor blades forever sharp, improve health, increase sex drive, and more. Supposedly, the ancient Egyptians knew about these paranormal forces and used the geometric shape to their own advantage. Most devotees relay a story about Bovis being inspired when, upon visiting the Great Pyramid, he discovered non-decomposed animals inside the tomb. However, Bovis personally refuted this story, and said that he had never been to Egypt but had made his discoveries after creating pyramid models. There's virtually no scientific evidence either proving or disproving the power of pyramids, yet that hasn't stopped supporters from sleeping under them, storing food under them, living in them, and even creating a model of the Pyramid of Khufu and using it as a winery. Number 1. Dowsing. Dowsing is the practice of using a rod or stick to locate things underground. Often, the thing in question is water, but oil, metal, gems, and gravestones are also frequently sought after. During the process, the practitioner will usually hold a Y or L-shaped stick, and follow its movements to the side of the sought-after material. The stick may bob up and down or lean to the left or right, seemingly directing the holder of the instrument. Several scientific studies were conducted to prove the validity of the practice. The most notable was the 1987 Hans Dieter Betz study, which concluded that most of the self-proclaimed dowsers in their sample pool had no exceptional skills. However, there were a handful of participants who did have a knack for finding water. Thus, Betz and his team concluded that there could be some truth to dowsing. Shortly after it was published, Betz's study was picked apart by J.T. Enright and others, who said that the study was conducted in a sympathetic atmosphere, that is, they were hoping to find proof, and that the data was interpreted in a skewed manner. In other studies, dowsers performed no better than the laws of probability would suggest. In truth, the effectiveness of dowsing is hard to prove or disprove. There is, after all, a lot of stuff in the ground. Whenever water does turn up, it encourages believers to keep on believing.